There's a lad I went to college with, right, and he was a bit strange, right. He used to get home from college, and he only wanked with his eyes closed. We put headphones on and listened to porn. He'd listen to it, he wouldn't watch it, and he'd wank with his eyes closed, right.
Paint of a picture.
And he got home from college one day, right, and he said, I was just lying on my bed with my headphones on, just fucking pulling the head off it like that. He said, and then I was about to, like, jizz, I looked up and my dinner was at the end of my bed. So his ma had walked in, he's like, ah!
Welcome back, episode 35 of the What's Happening podcast, brought to you as always by Orange County CBD. Put them on the screen now. You showed having a cent. Thanks, Bob. You showed having a cent.
Synergy there.
Hello.
Get your 10%
You
off
both came
all
out the
your
closet at the same time.
Code Happenin 10 gets you 10% off all your orders at Orange County CBD. Whether you want your vape liquids, your jellies, your oils, anything you want, code Happenin 10 get you 10% off.
T/Chase.com. The lovely Tyler dropped off some caps for me, and I've unfortunately left them in the house. So next time you'll see us with a nice little T-Trade cap that you could probably nab yourself from T-Trades. Motherfuckers.
Who else is sponsored by Manscaped? And I've used them to get rid of me big dirty beard so I can look like a big dirty nonce.
You do look like the white Sherman clump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hercules.
Remember, WHP20, get your discount for 20%.
All your orders at Manscaped, whether you want the Lawnmower 4.0, the Crop Reviver, the Crop Preserver, the Weed Whacker.
And they've got plenty new products online. Have you seen them?
They actually have got
loads.
loads.
Fucking shitloads online now. So get to manscaped.com. Use code WHP20.
Yes.
This isn't even a sponsor either, but genuinely, if you've got a penis and testicles and you're thinking, these boxer shorts aren't that comfy, the Manscaped boxies, the boxer shorts from Manscaped, you got them on right now?
No.
I thought you get your waistband out. I was going to say, get your chopper out. But yeah, the Manscaped boxies are the fucking comfiest boxer shorts in the world, you know.
Big shout out as well to the lads at
Candy Crave.
They've just dropped off loads of boxes of sweets.
Oh, they brought the fucking munchies today. Look at that. You bit off on one of them.
He didn't just drop them off. They dropped off at Matty's, and Matty's not here. And he said to me, Gary, go and get them from ours. Let me up here. So I was knocking on his door for 10 minutes, and man weren't answering at all. And I was like, are you fucking messing, lad?
Doesn't even have a
doorbell,
doorbell,
knocking on the door. I look like I'm fucking busy with a dirty muzzy banging on the door.
You look like you're in the bill.
Yeah, I swear, lad.
Do you know when you got off the phone to me, you're like, oh, where's this Matty? So he rang me, and I was going, oh, my ma was in the kitchen, she had music blasting, and I don't even know why we don't have a doorbell. I went, shut up, you little scruffy, I'm got a doorbell. He was going, shut up, man.
It's like Nanny getting to his front door, there's all overgrown brushes and everything.
Before we get any further,
I heard this man listening to music, and all I could ever listen to was, do ya feel the same?
But yeah, big shout out to the lads at Candy Crave as well, because they are delicious.
Really
Make sure you get on
boys.
them on Instagram.
Put them on the screen now.
Cold word diabetes 07.
Before we get any further into the podcast as well, we are joined again. My favourite fucking guest to have on the podcast. He's just got back from the fucking US
It's about everyone, yo, don't believe him.
I believe him, to be honest.
You actually are my favourite kid to have on the podcast, honestly. You just got back from the US of A. Napoleon Dynamite, how are you doing, sir?
What's up? Ring a ding ding. You got the king, baby. The queen's dead, but the king's here. Don't worry about it, lad. I ain't no fucking lizard.
Fucking King Ming.
It's good to be fucking back. Sorry, I'm dressed like I'm about to storm the Capitol, but you gotta do it, you know what I'm saying? That's it, innit? Get a bit of Mexican love on here. Hey!
When you first pulled it, I was like, well, this was the Lebanon flag. I was like, oh,
I know, that's right. Is that what you said? Lebanon?
I thought he's riffing international here. I don't know. I can't keep up here. I gotta get a fucking a Ryanair to finish this riff. But as you can see, a very famous Lebanon bear. That's just a hairy Lebanese woman. That's all that is, to be honest.
I miss choking on sweets.
Sorry, there's a lad I used to work with, right? We used to call him Screech because you like Screech from Saved by the Bell, your kid. And
he's in our group chat, yeah.
I used to always say that his ma was Lebanese, right? And I was walking down Bow Street one day and I just seen this Lebanese food store open and I thought, boss, I took a picture and tagged them on Facebook and I got pulled into HR on Mondays. Like, that's racist, you can't say that. I was
really?
Like, is it? I said, all he said was his ma's opened the fucking shop on Bow Street. Lebanese scran everywhere.
Lebanon's a real place.
Who else? Is Kim Kardashian from Lebanon? Wait,
Nah, Armenian.
Wait, what is it? Armenian. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, kettle, fucking hell.
Put the tea bag in it.
Fucking hell, Tetley.
So, anyhow, before we get any further on, too soon. Before we get any
Hits over here. Take it easy. I'm the guest, not you.
Before we get any further in, Kyle,
Yeah,
world famous comedian,
I'd say so.
self-proclaimed the LeBron James of comedy.
I mean, they haven't took it down, have they? I didn't have to put an underscore on no one and nothing, so I got it. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So you
exactly.
went to America.
I've done a little fucking USA tour, haven't I? I've conquered it. I've done New York 2 weeks, Boston 2 weeks, and then fucking California 2 weeks.
Lebanon for 2 weeks.
It's mad how far Universal Credit can get you, don't it?
That's crazy.
Did you see me before?
I was there looking for Universal. I was there on a donkey looking for Universal Studios. Like, this is the shittest ride this ever. The fuck?
So how did that even come about? You were like, because you done Edinburgh Fringe Festival, didn't you?
Edinburgh Fringe Festival made a fucking killing. Well, I mean, a killing for me is $6,000, you know what I mean? But in a month, that's a fucking
that's a
killing,
good
you know what I'm
money.
saying?
Yeah,
That's
that's a
sick.
good
And
money.
then that's after me partying, you know what I mean? I was living my life there.
Some
as well,
Robbie
spending
dealers
and
don't
all
even
that
make that,
and
isn't
shit.
it?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of people come back from Edinburgh at a loss.
I mean, I guess you do. Well, that's my 6 years, so you do have to pay your dues. You know what I mean? Like, it's all about time slot and venue. Because it's like herding cattle, you know.
None of that was comedy. He was just robbing our women in the streets. Lebanese women, so I got a flag.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all those cobblestones paths, they're asking for it. You know what I'm saying? So I've paid me dues and stuff like that. And then people are idiots, you know what I mean? I don't mind fucking working hard when it's comedy because it's a fucking dream, you know what I mean? I'll gig wherever you want. I'll fucking do a show at noon, a show at fucking 2 a.m. And then we are good hustlers because we got good show names, you know what I mean? They all got comedy in it. People are idiots, you got to give them an easy sell and shit. And then took all that. I had a wedding in Connecticut. That's what kicked it off, and then so I just made a little tour until the basketball season started. So I was just gigging before that, and then I gigged once the season started. I'm wearing fucking 2 free t-shirts, lad.
No, yeah, the fucking irons fell out.
Sick. Oh, yeah, I iron this with a brick. Your front door key.
I live at Danny's Fringe.
It's not even there today. I'm tired of back.
That's great. I know.
His hairline's by
it doesn't feel good, does it? These hairline jokes, I know. You've been repping me with it, fucking hell, and now it looks like fucking the Milky Bar kids going through a nasty divorce, doesn't it?
Yours is further back than that. You just blend it with half an afro. I'm not having that.
Half an afro.
Pull that back.
Negatory. You're gonna have to get a high-powered fan in here to get this going back. Definitely
I
not.
can imagine it to look like, do you know when you, like in the morning when you get up, like someone's dropped a lollipop on the floor and just picks it up off the carpet.
Oh, fucking did you? This guy with the visuals over here, this piece of shit. You're only here because you've got a car. Fuck off.
Thanks. Is it? That is right. That's get the train on the bus.
You're eating lollipops in bed. What are you doing? Choke yourself to death.
Hey, isn't it mad though, right?
That's a dangerous lick, that.
Lollipops, when you think about it, right? All you're doing is sucking and swallowing your own spit. It's weird, isn't it?
Literally, yeah. That's it. And the noises I'm making as well.
It looks like when Bobby hasn't shaved his mole.
Man, you should see that when he hasn't shaved it. It looks like an island.
Oh, that's sick. Island boy. Look at that island elbow.
Island elbow.
You see them walking off Logan Paul, by the way? Have you seen that clip? The Island boys, lad, they were on Logan Paul's podcast and they just got volleyed right off it.
Did he?
Because someone said to them, I don't know what the name of them was, that Logan. So they've got Logan, then they've got the lad who was addicted to crack, and then the other one.
Oh, yeah.
The other one who looked like Mike Descala.
Yeah.
It's funny the way you said the kid who was addicted to crack. Isn't it funny when like it's like Champions League game and they've got some proper ming on that goes like made an appearance for the under-17s in 1970 on the fucking bottom. Like just a moody little title.
He used to smoke crack.
Smoke crack.
But them two were on the podcast and and they were speaking to him and they got all the jewellery and that. So he was like, oh, well, it's sound because if you like, they were being genuine. He was like, oh, if it doesn't work, at least you can like sort of sell your jewellery and like it's good like investment sort of thing. And he just fucking kicked off. Was like, what do you mean?
So they think they're gonna be fucking famous, do an album and all that.
Yeah, honestly. And they all just got volleyed off it.
Just a fucking
Great.
Just an exotic Jedward, aren't he?
Yeah, literally, lad. Fucking Jed Wado. Right, so go on.
Sorry, dead quick before we go into it. I was watching a video today, right, and it was I think it's a podcast, right, but not fucking giving anyone else any fucking publicity, so I won't say it. But anyway, and they were talking and they put a question out. They said, you and your bird or you and your partner have just split up. You've got to go back to her house and you can take one thing from her house. What are you taking? Some lad wrote, my girl, I just want her back, right? And then someone went, an half fella's pacemaker charger.
No, what I'd do, I'd just take one battery out of every remote.
I think I seen that. Didn't he turn around and say, I'd take all the HDMI wires and that? I'd take all the HDMI wires from the house and just cause a ruckus.
That is hilarious. Right, so Kyle.
Savage, that.
Kyle, you in America?
I don't even know what I'd take. I'd only took a virginity. So what's left is
your
there?
girlfriend?
They're not young, they're just fucking ugly. So the late bloomers.
Late bloomers for him's about 50 years. Right, so you're in America.
Yeah.
Right, I want to speak about this video actually. Like, because when you come back from Australia, that was the last time you were on the podcast. We're going to get a tradition going every time he's back from his travels. He comes and does an episode.
Oh, that's fucking sick. I can't wait for the episode when I come back from Prestaton.
You've already got the caravan.
Exactly. I'm living in a caravan now on my uncle's driveway, lad.
Oh my
Literally
God.
came back and he's like, that's the dog's room now. We're getting this dog. My uncle's ex.
Hasn't even got the dog yet?
What do you mean we're getting this dog? You don't live there.
Well, I know, but he's going to be fucking walking.
He's just got a picture of that bear on the wall. He's like, there's the dog, lad.
And my uncle's ex-marine, it's called Rambo. It's like it was a Marine's dog.
Oh.
You look up these dogs, it's the ones that fucking jump over fucking walls and all that.
Your uncle's
go for your neck and all that.
Or the dog's ex-marine?
Both of them.
His uncle's called Rambo.
So it's like the most well-trained dog ever. I mean, my uncle's been giving it sent to me, so it fucking attacks me probably or something like that. You know what I mean? He's giving it his t-shirt and all that. So we're getting that, and it's got his own fucking setup. So I'm in the fucking driveway now on the caravan, like proper living the fucking trailer park Kyle life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You are
insane.
You're
But it's sick though, to be honest.
you-
It's fucking, it's massive.
And
You
your
know what I
front
mean?
garden or back garden?
It's sick. Back garden.
Oh, okay.
So I have to.
So at least no one can see you living in the caravan.
I walk through the house. So
How'd you get a caravan in the back garden?
oh, there's a gate, so we make that. Yeah.
They're
Chop
not
it in.
monsters.
It's the Marines. They figured it out. I don't know. Couple of seals. I walk up and I was there. I don't know.
Over
Yeah.
the fence.
Yeah. And I still got to walk through the house. So imagine I'm bringing a girl back, you know what I mean? I'm walking through the house. She's like, oh, this is sick, this house. I'm like, yeah, enjoy it while you can. Because we're going out the back door. Enjoy all this electricity, love.
Do you like warmth? You're fucking gonna hate me.
No, it's got central heating in there. I'm like, oh, fucking
What type of caravan is
if,
it connected
if the caravans are rocking, come and knocking, because I'm probably having a seizure. There's too many lights in there. That's fuck.
So what is it like when you say like a caravan? Is it like one of them
It's
little
like one
ones?
of those static ones. I mean, I think you can hook it up to the back.
okay,
You can
yeah,
hook it
yeah.
up to the back, but not any car. You need like a proper fucking a van to move it. You know what I'm
Where are
saying?
you
Yeah.
getting
Caravan club?
electricity from though?
Oh, you just plugs it fucking a wire from the house, from the garage.
Yeah.
That's heavy,
Boom,
that.
yeah.
is.
A wire from the house.
Sick,
So bang,
that,
yeah. I mean, I can shower in there if I want. I'm still going to shower in the main house
Yeah,
and all
of
that. You
course.
know what I mean?
I'd
The main
do
house.
That, though. I'd live in a caravan in the garden.
Oh, it sounds. I mean, before that, I was living in fucking my uncle's dining room in a fucking single bed. You saw it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
funniest thing I've ever seen.
crazy.
He goes to me one night. I hadn't even known you that long, and you're like, "Do you want to come down to ours? And you know, we'll just get high and like order a pizza." I was like, "Yeah, it's fine." That was a whole day. So he goes to his.
this is when I felt. This one I still thought he was a bird.
And then he
Easy
fucking-
mistake.
I said to him, "Where can I throw
Choose
me
a
bag? Where can I throw me bag?" He went, "Just go and throw your bag in your coat in my room there." And I went in. Lad, he had the funniest telly stand I've ever seen. He had taken 2 chairs at the dining room and stood them together and just had his telly on the seat, leaning against the backs of the chairs.
And then because it was tilted that way, I put dirty laundry behind it so it can go like that. On laundry, I had to watch my TV standing up.
Dining room table was still in his room.
He used to have a blanket on top of the dining room table.
At least you've upgraded though.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean,
I'd live in a caravan in the back garden.
That's a sober moment for
You
bitches.
do,
That you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do actually technically.
Like
yeah.
most of my fucking teenage years, in the 6 weeks of summer half term, I lived in a tent in the garden.
Exactly. I was the same. I'd be in my nan's caravan and shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I used to love going
You
to
were
the
robbed of a
caravan when I was
childhood
a
as
kid,
well.
you
Good
know,
lad,
yeah.
I remember I
Sick.
used to go to the caravan when I was a kid, and when I was a kid, you knew me when I was a kid. Like, and I'm talking a kid, like.
So do
15.
I. It's today.
Yeah. but the difference was Danny was took to the caravan by the creepy neighbour who lived there.
His dad.
Yeah. Well, he built robots.
Speaking of dads, you look like someone's half fella today.
Thanks. You know what, like, 3 times today I've been told I look like a dad with this jumper on, and I don't
He does though, doesn't he? Where'd you get your jumper from? Your half fella?
Zara. It was Zara. It's maybe that boss.
You get your kids maybe Tuesdays and maybe one Saturday a month.
Yeah.
I reckon, yeah.
Right, lads, do you know what, right?
You look like my half fella if he was taxidermied.
Right there. But yeah, fucking, when we used to go to the caravan when I was a kid, I remember there was this one time I was like 15, 16, plucked up the courage to speak to this babe at the time. I think she was like 17 going on 18.
Boom, nice.
Out of my league completely. She was like a year older, smoked. I thought she's cool.
Yeah.
Right. So then we ended up on the caravan, like,
lung cancer. Love it.
I was like,
Do you keep dropping your ass, or am I just smelling the same one again?
And then
What's in that vape? It's going right through you, lad.
and then fucking. So we've been walking around the caravan site one night. It was dead romantic. The moon was out. The gypsies were all away. We had time to ourselves. And then like the caravan site that it was.
They were in Fight Club.
The caravan site that it was. It used to be like a Pontins or something, or like something like that, like a haven.
Oh yeah.
So we had like a
it would have been a
on
haven
it
for sure.
Thanks. For show. And then so like there was like a park next to like the swimming baths and the footy pitches and that.
Yeah.
So we were sitting on this park one night anyway.
He was like, hey girl, do you want to get one bounce?
No,
How old was you?
I was about 16, 15, something like that.
Oh, okay.
And then it sort of ended up necking this bird anyway. We ended up kissing her. And I was made up. And I went and my cousins were all at the caravan. So I went back and be like, I just knocked this bird. All my cousins were girls as well, so they weren't ass, by the way. I was like, I've just kissed the girl. And they were like,
It was one of them though, do you know when you used to be in school and they go, oh, shag this girl last week, oh, it wasn't, oh, you wouldn't know what it was when I was on holiday in Spain, you know what I mean?
You wouldn't know what I'm messing in real. She was an
exchange student from Lebanon.
The next night, right, I've been walking back to the caravan, past the park.
Was she with someone else?
She was with the kid who I used to play footy with there all the time. I went back to the caravan crying my eyes out, right? I was like, my breath stunk.
And that was the day he decided he wanted to be a comedian.
Yeah.
The day
That's
when
so
it all
true though. There's
changed.
always that one fucking slag on every campsite. I think the first girl I fucking fingered that was in Wales and shit like that as well. There's always one, isn't there? Yeah.
She was a whale or in Wales?
In Wales, yeah. Exactly. I mean, yeah, she's a big girl as well, yeah. It took a few hands.
Only 2 of them, mate.
Exactly.
Nice blowhole.
Right, so America.
That's savage.
Anyway.
Yeah, why are we talking about fucking Wales? I've been in USA, for fuck's sake.
You're in California.
I know, goddamn.
Where's your favourite area?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so you started off in New York, then you done
Started
Boston,
off in New York,
and then you went to LA.
smashing some gigs. I mean, they're sick because like it is like it's like Edinburgh every day. You're doing gigs from like 6 p.m. to like like I was some great shows were starting at midnight, like at the Grizzly Pair.
Yeah.
I was doing like kind of like I guess
And these
giving residency.
sold
Bobby
out
Mate
to that.
runs the club, so the one Grizzly Pair, and that's 2 doors down from the cellar.
Yeah.
So like fucking, I'm seeing all their action. You know what I mean? Dave Attell, I walked past him, Leslie Jones, all that sort of shit. Yeah, it was fucking sick.
The thing is, like, you've got a style that you can take anywhere because you do predominantly crowd work.
yeah.
Is it hard to go to America if you've got like a fixed style, like in the UK?
I mean, I'm under the opinion that funny's funny. You know what I mean? Like, funny it should be able to travel. You know what I mean?
You can't go to New York and start be like, not a screen, because it's just
the references. Oh yeah,
like
like,
references.
I remember the first few days I was saying I was doing a riff about Gogglebox and nonce, and like it didn't work. So I was like, oh well, I'll just go back to fucking pedos and fucking whatever. You know what I mean?
Because the last time
that's easy. Really.
The last time you were on here, that's what we were talking about. We were saying like, is it going to be hard for when you go over there because like obviously the reference change and that. So how? Because I know you were saying before. Someone was like, oh, he's funny, but I didn't have a fucking clue what he was saying.
Oh, yeah. I mean, being exotic, I think that kind of lifted me up a level, you know what I mean?
Exotic.
I'm exotic there, you know what I mean? We all would be exotic
with
there,
a big
though.
Yeah,
because like, it's all American, so if I go on, even if the crowd's a bit rowdy, they're like, oh, well, they'll listen in a bit more, because they're like, oh, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Shit like that.
saying?
And then I come in, I'm obviously high energy, you know what I mean? I was in the crowd for a lot of it and shit like that.
That's what it sounds like.
Literally, the MC would always come back.
Oh, the show, baby.
I mean, between both of us, we are Cartman.
Yeah.
He's got the voice.
Like I've been to I just get behind you.
I had one of 12 chins.
And so it's like some of the times, like the fucking host would come back on and be like, he was fucking hilarious, him. I don't know what he was saying. Did anybody else know? And they were like, nah, but he was funny. You know what I mean? So even just me being physical and shit, like this guy came up to me afterwards. He was like, I didn't even know what you're saying. He was just making funny noises. And when you stopped, I'd laugh and I'd be like, well, I'll take it. You know what I mean? It's better than them understanding me here and not laughing. You know what I mean? So. And this one time, like the first gig I fucking done in New York, this guy had this removable nose piercing thing like that, so I took that out and I had that in and shit like that. I was saying it's the fancy Hitler. I was like, it's a little Gucci Hitler. You know what I'm saying?
Hitler.
Yeah.
Was there any standout gigs you done while you were in the States?
I mean, the Comedy Store in LA was fucking sick. Like,
is that the main one? Is that the fucking?
Oh my! I mean, because in the green room you are like, I mean, I know them. We'd know them because we're in comedy. You know what I mean? Like that. Like people that haven't quite broke it yet. Like Leslie Jones, you know, the black girl from like SNL and Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
She was there and shit like that. I was talking to her and all that. So everybody is sound and that. And then obviously when you smash it, they love you even more. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. And I done a podcast there in the Comedy Store as well. I done this Liars podcast and this like comedians and convicts podcast and shit like that.
Is that the clip I seen where it says the last thing you remember was having a shot?
Yeah, that was the
one?
fucking
That
was the Poland. Oh no, that was one in. I think I just told that story in Boston. That was a Boston one. Yeah.
Oh, so you done one in Boston and one in LA?
Yeah. Well, I was doing so many podcasts, but the Comedy Store, like actually have a podcast. You know what I mean? I mean this. You know what I mean? This ain't shit. Been cheating on you boys, man.
Fuck off! You only just followed us.
Yeah.
Hello, I tag him in an Instagram post before and I couldn't find it. He was like, I don't even follow you.
I don't even know your club or whatever. I'm figuring it out, boys. All right. Let me. I don't even know my password.
Hello.
All right. So
he is in a caravan for fuck's sake. We need to come back a bit. Know what I mean?
PA hadn't followed us yet.
His PA, who's his uncle.
But yeah, fucking New York was sick because it's fucking New York. So even like on the subways, you feel like you're in a movie. You know, like doing all that shit, which was sick. Bouncing around.
You could blend in New York like me and Danny would stand out like a sort of lad, wouldn't we?
You fucking would with that moustache now, lad.
Stand out like a sore paedophile.
Like, why is the lollipop man on the train? Isn't he meant to be crossing kids across the road?
We'd get nicked if you come out looking like that and I come out looking like
Do
this.
you know what he looks like?
Go on.
Cam off Modern Family.
Oh my
Fuck A1.
Yes! What's Bozo the Clown?
Fistball, yeah.
Listen, fucking donate. I've got to walk around for a month looking like a big fat dirty ginger pedo.
Oh shit, yeah, he's doing
Donate.
November. We're going to put a donation link in the description.
Me and Danny are doing in November as well.
I've already done, man.
Danny's been doing it for fucking
I've
17
been doing
years.
it involuntarily since I was like a day old. But yeah, we're going to put the donation link in the
About to
description.
get arrested for attempted moustache.
You said that on the last podcast you came on. Think of some new shit.
That was good though, still landed.
You know,
it's
like
okay,
America and back and you're using the same shit.
And every day I just wake up and look at a photo of your moustache. I'll be like, one day I'll say this again.
Still landed though.
Yeah, I still appreciated the gesture.
I got hustled by a blind guy playing chess my first day in New York. A blind chess player.
They're not blind, them ones in Central
You
Park.
fucking tell me about it. I switched the board halfway to Monopoly. He still beat me. It was fucking shite. I'm like, this motherfucker's not blind. He's fucking got the thimble. Checkmate and that.
So how does it work? Was you having to say, oh, I'm going to E40? Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, like I'll be like, oh, just say what I done, do that, and then he done it, and then but afterwards he beat me, and then afterwards like I went for a knuckle pound and he nailed it straight away. I'm like, fuck off.
Whatever.
And then I came back. I'd done a podcast and I came back afterwards, and he was there doing a fucking shootout. So you're like, what the fuck's going on here, Ray Charles? You piece of shit.
First thing you do before you sit down is just
white men can't jump.
Exactly.
just have a punch at him, see if he flinches.
I was balling a bunch there, actually. I got the nickname White Boy in Brooklyn. They were
That's
like,
a cool name.
white boy can shoot, white boy can shoot. I was like, fuck yeah, man, it was sick, yo.
Like that, I'm fucking Darnell, leave me alone.
Some guy was like, you want to play one-on-one? I was like, oh yeah, put your shoes on. He's like, nah, I'll play it in socks and sandals. I said, no, that's disrespectful as if.
Yeah.
And then I beat him, but he did dunk on me. Like, I'll give him that. Like, yeah, that was brutal.
in socks
yeah.
and sandals?
No, he put his shoes on. I said, I'm not playing you. Put
Still
your
got
shoes on.
dunked on.
He thought I was just some white guy from England. You know what I mean? I can get buckets. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, so
yeah,
you started
exactly.
pure disrespect, like how people in
Yeah.
this
I was
days.
like, what the fuck are you on about, lad? I was like, eat a fucking orange as well while you're at it. Get some energy. This ain't
I'll
gonna
give
be
you a minute,
easy.
Gatorade.
But yeah, he was fucking underneath the basket. Just jumped up. I was like, oh fuck that.
So where did you do the majority of your gigs then? Would you say New York more so?
I guess New York because Like, I mean, I was still gigging every night, but in New York, you're doing 4 a night. In Boston, you're doing like 1 a night.
Yeah.
LA, you're doing 1 a night because it's fucking massive. You know what I mean? And I had to turn down gigs for the games as well. So like I done flappers, and then we were like, "Oh, come back, we'll have you on this tomorrow and that." And I was like, "Oh, I can't. I got the fucking gigs and that." But it's all lined up for next year. Like every gig was like, "Oh, we'll get you the headline next time."
Did you book
know what
them
I
all
mean?
in?
Because I was smashing it. I've been there before, 2015, and then in Edinburgh, there's a bunch of Americans and all that stuff. And then obviously, I'm still talking to them on Instagram, and I call in those favors when people are like, "Come here, I'll look after you." You know what I mean? That's why I'm going to fucking Estonia at the end of the fucking month as well. I call in those favors. People like don't because they got to fucking they got to fucking pay rent here. They got a kid or something. You know what I mean? Like that. I'm fucking a road man. You know.
So the trick to achieving your dreams is just live in a caravan.
Literally, yeah.
Live in a caravan.
That's the dream factory, as I call it.
He's got an handbrake in his living room.
I've said that on this as well.
I look fucking straight at
Episode 35, we're on out of riffs here. You get to 36, this is going to be crazy.
The riffs, you're recycling them. You're
One line. I mean, before the storm. What are you talking about?
A little jippo, fucking get out.
Crazy. This candy sucks.
Tip in the box. Like LA as well. I seen on your Instagram, LA, you did. It was like set up like a living room.
I need to stop eating. These are fucking
Type
sour.
setting,
Oh my god.
like the mix show.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
I done this.
Put it on Instagram,
No, that
this
was
is
Boston.
sick.
That actually.
Oh, was that Boston?
So it's like a weed show. Which Boston's like it's legal for weed, but it's also like. You can't smoke it outside, kind of. You know what I mean? And like in New York, you could ask a cop for a lighter and light it in front of him.
Really?
Like, I mean, I still fucking wouldn't do it, but I'm saying, yeah. But you can do that sort of shit. Like you're blazing everywhere and shit.
It's fully legal now.
Oh, it was sick.
I didn't know it was legal in New York. Though. You can't buy it in New York, can you?
You can buy it from Bodegas, which is a deli on the corner. This fucking 12-year-old Middle Eastern kid with a fucking better mustache than fucking me and Danny is saving us the weed and shit. He can't even reach the weed. That's the weirdest part. I had to give. You ever give you a drug dealer a boost before? It's a fucking nightmare. I'm like, what's going on here? And then it's like 2 kids in one big jacket, like Space Jam. I'm like, I'm like, am I gonna get done for drugs or fucking pedo hunted here? What's happening here?
It's Christmas.
So it was. I can get a bacon and egg and cheese and fucking weed and shit. It was
In
sick.
New York?
That's
I didn't know
in
that.
New York, in
How times have changed.
in Boston, I was hitting up the dispensaries. In LA, I was hitting the dispensaries, but they're like, you just show your passport, you can buy weed.
Sick.
It's fucking sick, lad. Yeah.
But in New York, it was easier to get.
I mean, well, there's a mixture between dispensaries and that, but I mean, I guess I was just living in a spot where
And
it
could
was
you
like
smoke?
anywhere.
Do
Yeah.
you reckon you could smoke walking through the streets in New York?
Oh, for sure. We were smoking outside every comedy club, yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It was
So
fucking
the
sick.
weed in the bodegas in New York, though, I can imagine that to be proper bush weed. Though, what was it?
No,
Good
it's
shit?
still good. I mean, it's still better than here. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not as good as the dispensaries, but the dispensaries are more expensive, really, because they're taxed it.
It's high-end
You know what I
shit
mean?
as well, isn't it?
So it'll be like $35 for an eighth, and then tax on top of that, so maybe it'll be like 42. So it's still
$85
sound.
for an eighth.
That's not bad, though.
That's not bad.
That's like 30 quid, yeah.
$42 is still about 30 quid anyway, isn't it? So you're probably paying the same as you would here.
Exactly, but it's fucking Cali grade shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
How much of that
nice.
6 grand you reckon you spent on weed then?
Carry the one. 6. I mean, I was on, I think, edibles. I'm on edibles. I took edibles before the flight and they've kicked in right now. But yeah, it was fun. I got cut off on the plane. Have you ever been cut off on the plane for bevies before?
Fuck off. You must have been twatted then.
I'm not talking about fucking Ryanair to fucking Benidorm, you know what I mean? I'm talking like a proper... Not really. It was me and my mate.
Sounds like
I had like 4 Heinekens and 3 Jack and Cokes, and they were like, nah, that's enough. You're drinking too quick. I'm like, I'm drinking so I can fucking knock myself out so I can sleep, you know what I mean? American Airlines.
From...
All the air hostesses, get this, all of them was 60 or above. I don't know when the last time this plane landed. All right, they've been in the air for about 50 years. There was a cafe, there was a fucking Doris on there. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It's crazy.
So out of New York, Boston, and LA,
Yeah,
if you could go back to one of them now for 2 weeks to go and do comedy, where are you going?
I'd go Boston for comedy because my cousin lives there, so I got a nice setup there. You know what I mean? Yeah, that little fucking single bed Harry Potter room and shit like that. And that's where I had almost made it to a perfect week.
Oh,
I bang 4 different girls in a row, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, lad. It was
Doing it right for yourself there, aren't you?
You're damn right, lad. It was fucking fire.
I
damn
messaged
right.
him the other week and I said to him, I hadn't spoken to you for a few weeks, and I messaged him, I was like, how's America treating you? And he messaged me
I've got
back.
friction burns on me
No, he
dick.
messaged me back. This is the greatest response I've ever heard. I was like, how's American treating you? He's like, he sent me a voice note. He's like, it's sick, baby. He's like, I'm just leaving a Harvard campus right now. I just fucked some bitch with the fattest ass.
This Indian girl's fire as fuck, yo, I'd say. Yeah.
Fat ass.
Oh my lord, yeah.
Was it okay, but was it like, see, this is the thing.
No, fat body, skinny as fuck, like proper like Kim Kardashian sort of vibes.
I was going to say, like, I know she's got a fat ass, but was the rest of her fat too?
No, the rest of it was sound and that, yeah.
Nice.
It's like when you slapped it, it was like tectonic plates were moving. You know what I'm saying? It was showing up on the Richter scale. It was fucking nuts.
Big
Like,
muscle at the back of her neck.
Yeah. Dislocated my elbow. I'm like, what the fuck? The kickback on this.
Fucking had recoil for 50 now.
And then that was good because, like, you know, I was hosting. I was before she sat on my face, she like slapping her ass. A sumo.
And you should be fat.
But yeah, so it was fucking. And then I slept with this girl who run another show. Slept with her. To be honest, when I first saw her, I thought she was like a little boy. To be honest.
Where is this going?
I'll show you.
She was a little boy.
She's like I thought she was a lesbian. She's
Bit
like
of me.
She's bi, but she had like literally the same hair. Like,
Why is everyone? Why all of them got the same haircut as me?
No, because
Lesbian hair.
that's not a lesbian haircut. She had it, but I'm saying like
It is.
That's like
That's not lesbian haircut.
No,
She had
it is.
If anything, he looks like a Lego man.
He does, doesn't he?
Why do I always get
his
the cute as
clips
fuck? And then so she's on stage, and then halfway through the set, I'm like, oh the fuck, there's a chick this. Because she's talking about like, oh, she's got
halfway through me, so
no, because she's got a girlfriend. But I was like, oh, she's a lesbian, whatever.
And then for 10 minutes. I was like, oh.
She must have spoke like a fucking trooper then.
Oh yeah, no, well look, it was like
What's
a
up,
weird
Holmes?
and then she's like, oh, it's like, oh, she's a lesbian now. I'm like, and then I was like crushing for a bit. I ended it with one of the diciest riffs I think I've done in fucking a while. To be honest, I still remember this. Normally I black out when African American out when I'm up there, and forgot that I've been in. Forgot that I was in the USA. Born in the USA.
I said that to you a while ago. The night he was fucking, I was in hot water, and I was in the green room talking to a couple of comedians, and they said there was a comic on the circuit who he had a bit about like fucking white people thinking they're black and all that.
Yeah.
And he went, I don't like the term wig, I prefer African American.
Who's that?
It was Mick Ferry who said it though. I was like,
that's so funny. That.
Hey, so go on, what happened then? So
mega riff.
you used slays in a comedy club.
Yeah, but it was in the context. Everything in context it works. You know what I mean? Except blackface, but even if they're all black, there's the context though. And so I get out, and some lady, I'm like, I'm gonna end with you. I just got the light, love, 20 minutes. I'm about to end with you, so let's bring it home together. And then I'm like, what do you do? And she's like, I teach rock climbing to disabled people. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking amazing. That's sick. That I'm like, that's got to be hard to teach them. Like, it's hard enough to hang on to the rock, especially with all that drool over it.
I thought you were going to say something like it must have been hard to carry the wheelchairs up with them as well.
And then I was like, no, then I was like, you can laugh, we're upstairs, none of them are here. And then I was like, oh fuck, and I tried to escape out the window, and I was like messing, I was like, oh fuck, I'll leave here. And I was like, oh fucking hell, these are clean, your mates have been here. Good night everybody. It was the end of the set, so I was like, fucking double down, who cares,
why
you know what I mean?
not,
Yeah. Oh, I've got the video, I'll be releasing that.
Oh, yeah, 100% set. I'll share it. Yeah, be there.
And then I got on TV in LA, Lakers TV.
I know, you weren't fan of the game.
Fan of the game on the Jumbotron.
Fuck off.
I was just dancing constantly, just doing all that, dancing and all that. As soon as I took my top off to do Naked Robot, they fucking cut me off. Bullshit, yeah. But then before we went in, they were interviewing us outside. They were like, to me and my mate, they were like, oh, you want to do like an interview for Lakers, like YouTube thing and all that? We're just going to ask you questions and stuff. And we were like, oh yeah, sound, whatever. Like, I know basketball and all that. They were like, oh, where you from and all that. And then they go straight into, what do you think about women's sports? And we're like, oh, fucking, you know what I mean? It's sound, you know what I mean? Like it and all that sort of stuff. And then they're like, how can we make it, how can WNBA be better? And I'm like, well, I mean, it's a 4-week season compared to a fucking...
I was going to say, if LeBron James gets a sex change.
Yeah, it's like a 2-month season compared to like a 10-month season, you know what I mean? All right, so we're answering. Then she goes, name 5 female athletes between us. And I'm like, boom. I'm like fucking Serena Williams.
Venus.
fucking what did I say? I can't even remember. See, this is what it was. Well, look. My mate goes Maria Sharapova, and I'm like, that doesn't count. She's fucking not even an athlete anymore. And then he's like, I want a Konnikova, and I'm like, nah. And then we're like, another basketball player. We said, and then my mate goes Breonna Taylor. Which I don't know if you know, Breonna Taylor. No. She's the one who got, when the George Floyd stuff was happening. She was the one when the police came in and they shot her up. Like they shot that innocent black woman, Breonna Taylor. We thought it was Breonna Stewart. We got it confused. So my mate goes Breonna Stewart, and then I go, oh yeah, she's nice, eh? Like, I was like, oh yeah, she's a double machine. This woman's just looking at us like, what the? We didn't even realise till afterwards. So we were like, yo, we fucking named 5 there, and then we go in halfway through the game. We're like, is Breonna Taylor a basketball player?
So wait, then Breonna Taylor's who? The one who got she got
shot up by the police. Yeah, it was like round the George Floyd. But the worst thing is, I'm like, oh yeah, she's nice, eh? Yeah. She's got a great jump shot. She's a shooter. That's what I think I said. She's a shooter. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that better not go on fucking the Lakers TV. Obviously, they didn't show it, you know what I mean?
Imagine he would have done.
But the host didn't say anything. She was like, these fucking tourists and idiots, you know what I mean? So it's crazy. I was giving fucking shout outs to fucking dead people. It was ridiculous, yeah. It was crazy. It was out of control, yeah.
That's bad, you know.
I know, it's insane.
Even for you, that's low.
Oh, it was heavy as fuck. When my mate started it, I thought he was talking about Breonna Stewart. I got confused myself, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that was wild. That she's a shooter.
So did
shoot?
So did you see LeBron then? Did he say
went to his house,
hello?
didn't you?
I was in it. We went to his house. He wasn't in. Well, there was a lot of commotion inside, but he might have went out. You know when you go out and you leave the radio on? That's probably what that was. Something like that. Yeah. So he didn't answer, and that was sick. But I was in licking distance. I don't think it's described. I only describe it as licking distance. Yeah, I'm the only one. I think it's meant to be spitting distance, but I'm not spitting it. So we're right there. You know what I mean? I'm like fucking. He walks past the tunnel. We're like I'm there. You know what I mean? Like I haven't seen him in 10 years. That's my life. You know, I love LeBron James, innit? You know what I mean? Like he's my fucking Stevie G. Even though I love Stevie G as well. Like, but he's like in year 20 and he's aging like a fine wine, quite frankly. Like he's still doing amazing things.
Stinks of vinegar.
And it was you got to keep him locked in the cellar.
Yeah.
And,
you're
so
only in licking distance because you have a fucking massive
amazing.
dick like that.
Have a go with that.
Get on this.
We went to Clippers, LA, like that's like their derby, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The 2 LA teams. That was first game of the season. That we were like in the nosebleeds there. The Lakers, I'd say. Well, right now apparently the Clippers are the favourites, like Las Vegas odds, because we still got fucking Westbrook.
What's the Clippers fan base like though compared to? Because I know the Lakers have got a fucking mad fan base.
Yeah.
Well, apparently the Clippers they do more because the Lakers obviously they're expensive tickets. Like we were gonna go to a Lakers game because they were like fucking Clippers game, but we ended up getting too fucked because they're only $20. What we'd pay fucking 300, they're 20. You know what I mean? Because they don't have the history in the franchise.
Ticket?
Oh, we paid
games,
150. We paid 150 for nosebleed. And we paid 300 for good tickets each. So I spent like whatever that is, fucking $750 on those tickets. And then the other ones were pre-season games, so they were cheap. You know what I mean?
Basketball stadiums, they're not that big, are they, compared to football stadiums in the UK?
Nah, maybe like 20,000. Yeah.
To be fair, that's still a lot of people.
Oh yeah, that's still fucking sick. And they have to. Do you do
more than what the Etihad get in it?
Like, oh, you fucking damn right, yo. They literally, I got this free t-shirt. I got this t-shirt free. I got this fucking jersey free. They leave them on the chairs for you. I've got like 5 of these. We just robbed them all before the people came. I'm like, if you're not going to show up at the start, you're not a fan. You don't get a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
You look like a wealthy Jewish man.
Kids are crying next to me. I'm like, it's an XL.
You look like a wealthy Jewish man.
Oh fuck yes.
You do.
Mazel tov. Everybody thought I was fucking Jewish there. I would rock up the rabbis here, and I'm like,
do you know what? You
got
do
too much foreskin, lad.
You do love Jewish.
Young gal.
Young gal.
Bit of sex appeal on this pod. I gotta get laid off this pod. Keep the streak alive. You know what I'm saying?
The fucking state of us 2 Jews on the couch.
That's a funny couch.
Two Jews walking to a bar. They buy it. But it's a good business investment.
Takes his hat off and gets his coin out. Do you reckon that's true? The way they have money under the little hat?
Right, say what you want about it, but
And people have.
He lived on Upper Stanhope Street, didn't he, in Liverpool?
yeah, he actually did.
And he worked in the Adelphi Hotel.
Lived in Liverpool.
But that in it. He was an art
He was
student.
an art student and he had family.
What?
Yeah,
Did
he
you
was an
not
art
know
student.
that?
And it was before, obviously, he became fucking...
Yeah, it was before the whole Holocaust thing. That
he was
did.
an art student and his brother lived in Liverpool, so we moved over to live with his brother and he lived on Upper Stanhope Street off Parliament and worked in the Adelphi Hotel for a bit.
That's crazy, that is.
Sick, that, innit?
That's
Sick.
I mean, I don't know if sick's the right
You
word,
know,
but
it's an interesting fact.
Yeah,
Where
it
is he
is.
from? The place where Hitler lived.
Yeah.
that's mad.
Whiston.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, yeah, fucking.
That's madness,
yeah,
man.
Hitler, man.
I know.
Big up.
Big.
That's it. If you can get him on this pod, that's a good guess.
Like,
I'll tell you.
I've messaged him like 4 times. He's read every single one and hasn't.
You got to pay for his
responded.
flight from Argentina, so it's a bit costly, I guess.
There's some little sick village in Argentina with the likes of fucking Hitler, Tupac and all that, all chilling in it.
Oh, they're chilling, yeah, for sure.
Chilling,
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll have to take him up and put a quickie bag over his feet.
The lake, apparently, that's what the people were saying. Like the Clippers do more for the fans. I think the free T-shirts and all that. But I mean, it was still sick going on. Yeah.
Thing
Kind of, like Everton, the people,
I've never
you
even-
know what I mean?
I've
Shit
never
like
even
that. It's
heard
like the
of the-
people are fucking broke,
I've
lad.
never even heard a clip. The
I
Clippers.
did them, but I thought they were an
Where
NFL team.
did they thingy from?
So it's like Inter Milan and AC Milan. They share the same stadium.
Oh, do they?
So like when I went, it was like a Lakers versus Clippers, but it was a Lakers home
so
game
Clippers
on
is
the
LA.
schedule. You know what I mean?
Clippers is LA as
but
well.
I mean, but you're sitting. It's not like we're getting bevies together with them. You know what I mean? You're sitting next to a Clippers fan. It's not like here. You know what I mean? It's like they're not.
Like the old
They're
firm
not
derby, you know
fighting.
what I
Not
mean?
like that. Yeah.
Oh,
nah,
so
it's
you
crazy.
can sit next to their fans and all.
Yeah,
that?
like we were literally after the first quarter ended, we just walked down to the empty seats. You know what I mean? Once you're in, you're in. Like so, it was sick. Like
You know, with basketball, right? Because obviously you got fucking LA Lakers, LA Clippers. They're obviously from LA.
Yeah.
I know with American football, is it the Rams?
The Rams.
They moved cities, didn't they? Like there's a franchise that.
They just moved. The LA Rams just moved and they won the Super Bowl last year. I think it was the first year there and the first year they
so
won it and that.
This is the first year that they moved to LA.
Do you
The whole franchise just got up and moved.
Do you watch American football?
Nah.
I think it's too long-winded, mate.
I don't know.
It's like when you shorten it down to how much they've actually played, isn't it? Like they play like 15 minutes out of every hour.
Oh, it's crazy. I mean, basketball is very stop and start, you know what I mean?
No,
but I
but
mean, like, there's
it's a
action though.
fast-paced
Yeah,
game,
exactly.
you
It's
know?
back and forward, you know what I mean?
How long's a game of basketball?
Well, it's 48 minutes, but with the, like, 'cause it's a stop clock, you know, like football, it's continuous,
Yeah.
innit? So it's a stop clock, so, and everything, fouls, out of bounds, it's all stop. So it goes through about 2 hours, 2 hours 15 or
really?
something
Yeah,
like that.
for 48
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, but
Shit.
I mean, if you're there, it's fucking flies
And
by
they
and
have
shit, you know what I
a
mean?
proper
Like, yeah.
halftime show and that, don't they?
Oh yeah, they do a fucking little halftime show and all that sort of stuff. It was
Just get
sick.
you up riffing for 10 minutes.
I mean, no. I had my own mic and everything. Like, what the fuck? That would have been sick, though. I'd say I would have loved that. And they got the guys up and all that to like do the shot. We were trying to do that because we had signs and that. Like I had a sign. My mate had one that said the Queen's dead, so we came to see the King. And then we had another one which was just it said my name, my height, and it said my 3-point percentage. And I said, can I get a 10-day contract? Because nobody on the Lakers can fucking shoot. So I was doing all that, and then they got me on the jumbotron a second time, and I was yawning. Did you see that photo? I'm like this. Like yawning, full yawn. My other mates like that, looking like this, because it was like the first quarter we were playing shit, so we were like, this is fucking boring, this, you know what I mean, like that. But it was sick, like
That's
so
madness, you know.
Mm.
What would you like? Would you say you had like a highlight of the whole trip? Like, was the one moment where you were like, yeah, this is sick.
After he shagged that fourth bed. They don't know, yeah.
Over the flat ass and Harry.
Mindy out of the Mindy project.
I mean, even like fucking, I've climbed the Hollywood sign before, but that was pretty sick because we went a long way, so it was a fucking, we were hungover, it was at 33
When you climb the
degrees.
sign, is it illegal to actually get on?
No,
the
you get up
left
to the sign, there's a place where you can go.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like, so that was
you
pretty
thought
sick.
like Fathers for
Because we
Justice,
done
not like a Spider-Man mask on or something.
a 2-hour walk and then you get there and
There's
you're like
Lebanon
fucking
flag
the
around
view,
the
you're
back.
like, oh, this is sick.
Overlooking
You know what I
LA.
mean? You feel like I'm in a fucking movie.
And
there
you're
that,
actually
you know what I
close
mean?
to the-
Spider
close
behind
to
your
the-
head, look, on the
What?
curtain.
Oh, that's sound. Oh, it probably came from here.
From America, that.
American Spider.
Be living it, you know? Welcome home. But what? So can you actually get right up by the Hollywood sign, like right up next to it?
not right up. I mean, there's a fence, so maybe you're like 5 meters away or something.
Oh
like that.
really?
Yeah,
I didn't even think you could get that
There's a
close.
few lookouts, but we obviously done the main one. You know what I mean, and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's sick, though.
That's sick,
Yeah,
yo.
it was sick. Like, and then
I've
I was
never been to America.
I done Hollywood, and then that gig, it was like I was doing. I mean, because obviously there's a lot more black people in America than here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And black people have the best fucking laughs in the world. Black
Yeah,
women
yeah.
laughs are fucking amazing.
They like
You know what I
laugh
mean?
and like get off and then come back in the
they're
room.
like,
Don't they? Like,
they're falling
And then
over, you know what I mean? Yeah, they fucking got vertigo and all that. They're going crazy. And I was like roasting this guy, and then he was comedian. He ended up getting up, and he was like roasting me because he was like he was saying like in
like
it,
weeds
in
in
it
the
is
end,
like
everything.
English version of saying the N word. You know what I mean? So you're like, he was saying that, like, he was just taking the piss, saying like, every time I say in it, he was saying, I know you were trying to say the N word. So he was like taking the piss. He was like, you're all right, in it. It was fucking funny. I'm like, there's another guy. Like, everybody's got a sick name out there. Like I thought my name was cool, Carl Legacy, but they love a stage name. They got like Old School. They got like fucking Dark Mark. Like they got like stage names over there. Like
Dark Mark Noble over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking Dark Arm.
So it's fucking sick. And then but everybody's sound. You know what I mean? People are friendly and all that. Like LA is a bit of a shithole. Like because you see on TV, you see that Hollywood Walk of Fame. The 100 meters is nice with the Chinese fear and all that.
People say when you go off track there,
but then
like
as soon as you leave, there's like homeless people asleep on fucking like Leno Star or something like that or whatever.
There's a lad I used to play footy with who's an actor who lives in LA.
Yeah.
And he said like fucking it's scatty when you can be in the fucking nicest area and cross the road and it's a fucking shit.
Oh, it's
literally
crazy,
that thing close to each other.
But he said everyone
because
of the lockdown. He said everyone's leaving LA now. He said because everyone was living in LA to pursue fucking film careers and television careers. He said you were there for all your auditions and all that, and because things started getting done remotely and by video and all that,
Zoom,
he said you didn't need to go to auditions face to face anymore. So loads of people are just, because LA's so expensive, are just leaving LA and just doing all the auditions.
I would say San Diego. San Diego's better than LA for sure.
Yeah.
Like obviously you got the big gigs in LA and that, like the Flappers, the Comedy Store. But the gigs that I done in fucking San Diego, Madhouse Comedy Club, Good Bar and that, they were fucking sick.
Really?
Like, and it was more popping, you know what I mean? LA's too big. Like you don't really know where to go. Like my friend took us to a couple of speakeasies where it was like, you got to fucking say a code word at the door, which was sick, and they open up a freezer. You go in there and it's like this fucking this bar like lowered, and then girls were like dancing behind the bar like Coyote Ugly, but fucking not shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the birds who aren't revolting.
Exactly. and it was fucking baller, like shit like that. So I had sort of a bit of like the inside LA, but then the rest we were kind of just drinking wherever the gig was and wherever we'd find it. You know what I mean?
Was LA like sort of more like? Because obviously you were in New York and Boston, you done more gigs there. But was LA just more of a thing to be able to say like I've gigged in LA?
More of a vibe.
I mean, LA was still for the New York was for the career, and LA was for the career. You know what I mean? Because obviously the big clubs and all that, and then Boston the same. I mean, the same. I was just gigging there, making money. You know what I mean? Like nobody's gonna see you there. Like not like anybody's gonna see you there. But I mean, like where it did spread in New York. Well, I just got more gigs. Like my schedule, I posted it. It was packed, but I fucking doubled those gigs. You know what I mean? Because people were like, oh, come do my show, all that sort of stuff. And LA's a lot like that, you know what I mean? You don't give a shit until they see you funny and that. Like,
obviously, from what you know, would you say the comedy scene in America is a bit more inviting? Well, I mean, it would be more inviting for you anyway because you're like exotic.
Yeah.
Like, exotic. Fresh off the plane.
Fucking Joe Exotic.
Would you say like the comedy scene there from your experience anyway is a bit more inviting?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Like, it was weird because nobody really does crowd work there, you know what I mean? And obviously nobody does it to my level, you know what I mean? Like, of course. And what are you laughing at? You're crazy, you piece of shit.
To my level in that land.
You fucking lizard with your ice cooler box. All right, we know it. We get it.
Like that. Start slobbing on the climbing walls, girl.
For sure. Joe does the best
Stop
impression.
scramming shoulders.
Tom Keegan
does.
Tom Keegan.
Probably I'm his hero.
Does.
He MC'd his first gig at Hot Water last week, right? Dean Coughlin and
smashed it as well.
And he smashed it right, but the
obviously it's fucking hot water.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, as his first ever time MCing. So
he's never MC'd before?
Never MC'd before, it was his first, and he done really well, but he was one bit, I was fucking pissing myself. He was doing his toilet joke, and he was setting it up, right, about, like, it's okay for girls to go to the toilet, like, get photos and all that. He said, but it's weird, like, lads doing it. And he went, imagine going to your mate, close your tongue and bite your eyelid. And he went, I mean, close your eye and bite your tongue, lad, bite your lip, lad. And he just went, I fuck that up. And I was like,
did he do any crowd work?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
That was an eventful gig, that, wasn't it?
I'm saying, he was doing crowd work, and then he went straight into bits of material that he had. It was looked
glad he done really well, you know, honestly. He smashed
I mean, he's a funny lad, you know what I mean?
Funny guy. Like, there was Maid at the end, no? So me and Gary were both on.
I remember that.
Bobby came with a few of our mates.
Nice.
Like Bobby, Meg, there was Jonathan, fucking... Matty, Joe?
No, Joe.
Joe came.
Couple of white brothers.
Yeah.
Couple of white dudes.
Matty, Bobby and Joe.
Proper Amish fan.
Oh, wearing our straw hats and that.
They all arrived on one of these.
On what other fucking canoe?
They're not even watching the show. They're just looking at the spotlight. They're like, this is the longest candle ever. This is nuts.
But yeah, that's what we're sitting there anyway. This lad was on at the end. I forget his name. Emerson Young, his name is.
Okay.
He was on last on the open mic. And there was this woman who'd been sat, like, she was like, so say you're on the stage, you're at Awards, she's like stage right, she's like by where the
But in the front row or not?
like third or fourth row back. And you kept hearing the talking, and I'd been on, so I was sat with John Skellon.
Yeah.
I'm sat with John, because these didn't save me a seat, because obviously, you know who your mates are.
Big John Skelly.
And then fucking...
Couldn't be arsed that man bun next to me, lad.
Well, I couldn't be arsed sitting next to an arm with shit on. You were stinking the back rows out, lad. People got off. But
Stuck to the armrest.
It was like the lollipop.
the armrest just got residue on. But yeah, so this woman anyway, I kept hearing her speaking to a fella. And then in the end, the fella was blanking her. So she's just saying words. And she's
So the
just
fella's being
speaking.
sound, he's enjoying the show.
Yeah. And then this woman, who's like 2 rows in front of her, is turning around and went, would you shut the fuck up? She's like, you've been talking for like 20 minutes. She's like,
Oh, you missed
shut
it all.
up.
You didn't see it, did you?
She turned around and this woman goes, oh no, sorry, do you know what it was? Sorry, right, let me start this a little bit again. So she's talking. And then these women must have been turning around and looking at her, being
Giving
like,
her the eyes.
yeah, and she's been speaking just to herself, and then went, oh, who the fuck are you looking at as well? And this woman's went, I'm fucking looking at you.
Imagine going to hot water on a Monday night and behaving like
Straight
that.
It was
man.
fucking
She's like, I'm
mad.
fucking talking to you. You've been speaking for the last 20 minutes. Shut the fuck up. And then she starts kicking off, and then a fella's going to her, look, girl, calm down, you know what I mean? He's like, you're making a shot.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Imagine being out with your bed.
a fella
Yeah,
stood up and fucking walked away. He said to a fella, you can fuck off as well
Imagine
to
he
a
just
fella.
chinned her.
Oh my lord.
And then she starts going to the security who were telling her to shut up as well. This woman just offered me a fight, and when she never. And then the woman's like, I fucking will do if you want to fucking get. So the security in the middle of
Who's
them.
on stage here?
This Emerson still
This
fucking
last
going.
kid, yeah,
Do you know
what
what?
the
Give him lad
And I feel like
credit.
because he's quite heavily autistic. He's
Yeah.
a good kid.
But did he realise what was going on?
Like, he knew, but
was
you
it
know,
obvious? that it was
listen,
fucking, like, they were
honestly,
loud?
It's because that fucking Czech Republican right back, what was his name? Petrovic fucking Marakova.
What the fuck was that about,
Lad,
lad?
he made the night dead fucking like raucous. He just went on stage, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen him a couple of times.
He just
wanted to give offence. He was just like, ha, you fat cunt. Did you come out with teeth like that? You fat slag. And just started nailing people, and it was
He's trying to
just
fucking
crazy.
do Adam
Ah, it was
Hughes or something,
fucking
whatever,
mad.
yeah.
But
He
like,
definitely been at Adam Hughes' open mic before,
imagine
isn't he?
trying to be Adam Hughes. Like, even Adam Hughes isn't trying.
Why did Tom keep?
I'd
Why
have to
did Tom
stop
stand up
showering
at that
now
point
for a
him?
year. To get a character.
I think he wanted to cut him off, yeah. 'cause
He was
just
fucking mad. He called some bird a wet lettuce, and that was the last thing he said. Tom just
Yeah.
went, yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Oh, really? He came on and dragged him
Yeah,
off?
he just like,
Yeah.
Oh,
that's enough.
shit.
That's how well
Yeah,
he was
so-
fucking
I haven't seen that in a while.
These,
like,
these women have been fucking beefing anyway. And to give Emerson credit where it's fucking due,
Yeah, he carried on.
carried on, and especially for someone with autism, with the sound
Yeah,
sensitivity,
it's sure, yeah.
lad, he fucking cracked
I mean,
on.
that's a tough set, even if you don't have autism.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
you're
mean, lad? You know what I mean?
Fighting over there, like.
And
He's
then,
a good
and
lad.
then, and then he fucking and then in the end he was like, I'm gonna call it there. He's like, it's getting a bit too thing, yo. So he's got the fucking near enough a standing ovation at the fucking place went nuts for him. This women, so that's been the show. And then they've been nearly having a straightener. They've been nearly scrapping when they're walking out the comedy club.
Cat fight?
Yeah,
Embarrassing that, innit?
Yeah.
That's crazy, that.
on the Monday
It
show.
doesn't even finish that show finished early. It's
But
like
it was like
9:15,
$9:30.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Embarrassing.
And it was funny because she legged the fella in there, and then walked out hand in hand with him.
Didn't she say to
Like,
you?
say,
about-
fucked him off, not with you no
yeah.
more, like whatever,
So I went
and then they walked
outside
out hand in hand.
And she was talking to James.
Bartender, Jay?
No,
Jay?
James, a lad who lives across the road from me.
Yeah.
She was talking to James for ages, and I walked out because James gave me a lift that night. So I said to him, like, I'm gonna get off, and she was like, "Is that Danny one on stage before? Is he from Liverpool or not?" And she was like, "Cause he's fucking fit." And then a fella come out and went, "What are you doing? Are you coming in or what?" And I was like, you've just said Danny's fit
Mwah.
to James,
Mwah.
and your fella's
Thank
coming
you.
to get you."
Thank you.
I shat it everywhere.
I'd have bummed her head in. But no, yeah.
And I wouldn't
She
even
was,
spat on it.
she was decent looking. and
Yeah,
saying,
like, she was heavy. Yeah,
she was
yeah,
heavy.
she was heavy.
But she's had a
fucking-
loud mouth on it.
Yeah, like, easy way to solve that problem. Put your cock in it. I'm gonna put my dick in.
But I put my dick in.
I'm gonna put my dick in.
Monday night though.
I break over this piece of this dick.
Monday night though,
What are you
causing
doing?
causing ruckus.
What are you doing on a Monday?
Some
Off your barnet, causing chaos.
On a Monday.
In the basement.
On a Monday.
Chaos.
Madness.
Right.
Any other wild ones?
Yeah, Monday. Me and Tom Keegan were in Manchester. We done Creatures Comedy for your mate Evan, actually.
Oh, boom, nice.
We
I
went
can't
down
believe I
there.
hadn't even heard this, by the way.
Yeah, so we went down there. And then
Halloween show, when
Halloween show, and then as we're outside, this girl's walked past and recognised Tom Keegan, like podcast clips and that. And then she's come over to me, like, after Tom, can I get a picture with you? She didn't recognise me, it was just Tom.
Yeah.
Right.
He hates that.
No.
Didn't recognise me?
No.
It's because you had your man bun.
No.
You did?
Cheeky slag. But, so she's ready to talk, oh, can I get a picture with you? So I've moved out the way. She didn't know who I was, and I went, will you get in it as well? I was like, you didn't even know my name, but I got in it.
Gotta feed that eagle, baby.
It's what it is.
Nah, I don't want to get in it. I'm just going to walk past you behind you real slow.
I'm just going to walk behind, like that with the podcast logo on me on me lock screen behind. Just fucking like, but
Talking on the phone the other way so you can see that. Hello?
but yeah.
Fancy phone you got there.
And then fucking, and then after it, me and Tom were going for a pint. So she's just tagged along. And then starts showing us that she'd carved with a knife a pentagram on her leg. So at this point, I got to Tom, lad, we're leaving.
Yeah.
We are getting
We're in
off.
Manchester with Winifred out of fucking
lad,
She's like that.
And then I got to Tom going, hey, we need to get off, you know, like we need to shoot. And then she going, can I read you some of me poetry? And I was like, well, of course. Why? She starts
Blood
reading.
of Newton, fucking tongue of
She's been
toad.
writing poems. She's been writing poems about necrophilia.
Jesus.
She's reading me poems about shagging dead people, right?
hell.
Her stepdad used to sneak in her bedroom.
This is what me and Tom were saying on the train back, because lad, she just tagged along with us with this pint. Me and
She
Tom,
was on the train and everything.
Was she in the show?
lad, so she was sat front and centre and just kept talking all the way. She made Tom set that difficult. I was stoned as fuck, lad, and she kept trying to talk to me. And I was like, look, girl, I've had an edible. I was like, I'm not in the movie. She's like, I've had 2 edibles. I went, have you? Yeah. She went, yeah. I was like, I don't care.
I've been to 11 at Reef, actually.
Yeah. I was like, shut up.
And that's infected, love. It's not edibles, that's fucking just poison.
Your pentagram stinks. And then yeah, lad, so me and
Mouldy pentagram,
she's been
Son
sat
of
with
a
us.
compass.
I'm not messing. No, I'm not even messing. Like, I honestly reckon she's been molested because
What?
she started. Nah, listen,
just the fucking
no.
David or whatever.
Listen, lad. Start fucking twinkle on her leg, lad. And then fucking. But me and Tom are trying to leave at every given opportunity.
Bang.
What a fucking lizard.
We had like an hour and a half for the train, and me and him were like, we'll wait at the station for an hour just to get away from this fucking. Because she legged the mates to come to the comedy show, and she's like, oh, my mates are gonna meet us there anyway. She was out with these 3 lads who were all deaf, old bladed all over the face on numerous occasions, I'd imagine. And then so fucking
The boys.
the fucking.
Her face was just full of
Well,
felt.
I wanted to wait for the mate, because one of her mates was dressed up as someone from the IRA. I was like, that's
What a fancy dress that is.
I was like, that's a funny picture.
Oh, what?
What's an IRA?
He's walking around with a wheelie bin on fire or something like that?
No, we had the beret and the bally and the camo on
Oh, okay.
that. Because when they were walking,
Are you thinking of Che Guevara? Is that what you're saying?
no, as in
Is that what we mean?
as in the IRA.
Yeah,
but I mean-
Republican Army.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, would
Féin.
they like fucking? Is that what they were?
They were just
fucking.
Okay, Kyle.
I thought they just
Sorry,
wore whatever the
every
fuck.
military
They
attire.
were just wearing a gola tracksuit or something like that. or whatever.
Okay, sorry.
I don't think the dress code was that important.
You
With
can
them, to be
start
honest.
in military uniforms, go. You don't know either.
I mean,
So
I don't
anyway-
know, but I mean, I feel like
Oh
they
my
do it
God.
some sort of undercover. You know what I
She
mean?
had a shady car with a bomb in it.
And then she's leaving voicemail like, I'm gonna fucking get you. But anyway,
That's a great
it's
idea.
fucking, listen, right, if there's one thing I can do in this world, it's comedy and an Irish accent.
Instead of sending 7
You
heads,
look
just
like a
sending
pop star.
7
You
spuds.
sound like a pop star.
You should do
I'm
your
putting
set. You should do
through.
your set in an accent. You fucking bombing anyway.
Right.
Double the IRA.
I want to stop you there. We both know how the levels at which my talent reaches is almost unspeakable. Anyway, so he's dressed as the
Put it this way:
IRA.
when Danny starts a joke, he can get a bevy and go to the bathroom, and you come back and he still hasn't finished it.
Yeah, but the punchlines are weird. You've not even got a hairline. Never mind the punchline.
Oh my
You don't write
lord! What are you?
shit.
Can we zoom in? Camera 1 over here on this
What did
fucking
you say?
thing.
He looks like white chicks.
Who?
Or white shit. Or you don't write shit.
Oh,
What? What are you saying?
You said you haven't got a hairline. And then you said something. And I thought you said you look like white chicks.
That's roast and half, that.
You know, I genuinely thought that's what you said. I didn't hear it because I heard him talking.
But no, yeah.
He just fucking forgot what he said.
Easy white chocolate.
Yeah, yeah, so
Beautiful chocolate.
Wouldn't want you to riff. Yeah, so what happened then? You banged her, did you?
So fucking, so me and Tom ended up getting off anyway. Me and Tom ended up getting off. Went to Oxford Road station to get the train back. Shout
out.
And then, shout out to the Northern Line for getting us all home safe. Shout out to the 23-26 service to Liverpool Line Street Corner, Manchester Oxford Road.
You might be on track this Saturday, but this pod never stops, baby.
Fuck off, Francis, lad. You little train nonce.
We're the fucking human locomotive, baby.
With your little GoPro on like that. What's his name?
Francis Bourgeois.
Have you ever seen the pictures of him when he was in like the fucking warehouse project back in the day and all North House gear and all that?
This is
Offers
the
Barnet,
depot.
lad.
That's it.
This is the warehouse project in the depot. It is so much fun.
Yeah, I fucking... Me and Tom
That's so
Keegan have got
funny.
to Manchester Oxford Road station, calling it Manchester Oxford Road, Manchester Victoria, Deansgate, and then and Wilmslow.
You've got a good train voice.
Hello. I have, thank you. It goes well with the Irish accent.
Next stop, Sandhill.
It's because his train's always getting cancelled.
The next station stop is Wilmslow.
I fucking hate that one.
And then yeah, so we get there, and then as we're walking up the other hill to go to Oxford Road station, walking up there, and then there's this bird. It was Halloween night.
Yeah.
There's this bird dressed as a policewoman, actually being arrested by real policemen,
Oh,
being
that's
drunk
the
and
irony, I love
disorderly.
that, yeah.
So I started videoing the whole proceedings. They called backup. 2 vans turned up. They threw it in the van.
I've seen the video where you go, look, it's a policewoman getting arrested, and she's like, I know it.
She's like, shit, innit?
And do you know what? Someone thinking
Everyone scatter.
Someone retweeted and put, haha, typical Liverpool.
Yeah.
It was in Manchester.
I was at Oxford Road Station.
What the fuck?
But anyway,
LAPD.
And then Mr. Blobby turned up.
and then Mr. Blob, someone dressed as Mr. Blobby,
Oh, I love
runs
that.
out the
That's great.
station like, lad, I'll show you the video.
That's so funny, that.
Lad, it's hilarious.
It's terrifying now, looking back on it. If you watch Mr. Blobby.
Lad,
now,
Mr.
it's
Blobby
fucking
is
creepy as fuck, lad,
scary
isn't it?
character.
What's it?
It's crazy.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
Like, that
That's
just
so
happened,
funny.
and I'm turning around to walk in the station, and then Blobby's running out, and I'm thinking, I'm just going to
Blobby.
stand here for a little while longer and
That's
see how
so
this all
funny, that.
unfolds.
Was he on his own as well? He looked like he was on his own.
Right, he just ran out the station. Not who he was with, or where he'd been, or where he was going. But like, he just ran out. It was unbelievable.
Fucking night, lad, Monday night.
On a Monday,
Sugar in my eye.
the Monday before that, we had 2 women
Bugger sugar.
strapping in the comedy club.
Yeah.
The week after that, we
sugar.
had Mr. Blobby.
That's why they call them Mad Mondays.
That's crazy, that lad.
The Cranberries, is it? Who sang that? Who sang that?
He's betting this fucking soundboard him. Honestly, he can do any accent. It's insane.
DJ.
Let me hear your American. Can you do an American accent?
Probably.
Let me hear it.
Like, what?
Let me get New York. Like, I'm fucking walking here.
I'm fucking walking here.
I'm from New York.
What
I'm
about
from New
Boston?
York. What's the difference between a Detroit and a New York?
I don't know. I've not been to
Fucking
the
hell.
fucking...
Is there any? I feel like
Probably the pay.
Detroit's more like gangsterish shit.
Oh yeah, it's more
Gangster.
like Harvard's like I parked a car in Harvard Yard. You know what I mean? Shit
What?
like that
That's
kind of.
American?
That sounds like
I
Garston.
can't do fucking. Well, all right then. I can't do accents, but it's like we'll try. You know, like we say chicken and a can of Coke. Or something. Well, that's what they say to do our accent. That's what you say to do the Boston one, apparently.
I could probably
You
do a
parked the
fucking
car in
American
Harvard
girl
Yard.
accent, but probably
Okay.
better than I could do like a normal American accent.
Go on then.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
the
on the
best.
spot. I'm on the spot now.
I think I'm the best at doing accents in the world, apart from Geordie.
I can, yeah, I could probably do an American, like Californian, like
Okay, yeah.
girl. Then
Go on then.
or like, what should I say?
I can do a Californian girl who's about 25, got blonde hair, and she's dead short, and she loves wearing crop
Yeah,
tops.
I'll say it more into the mic so you hear it.
Petty.
Would you see any difference with this? Right? What can I say? Because we're on the spot here.
California girls, they're undeniable. Fine.
We did no. I was gonna say that. Didn't I?
I'm a Californian girl, and I'm gonna rock your fucking world.
That's so fucking creepy. I'm so hard right now. What
I
the
should
fuck?
be turned on, but
What's
I am.
going on there?
I am.
That was pretty fucking good.
He's got me
actually,
number,
yeah, to be
boys.
honest.
I might start Babe Station, just like the callers, though, going in the end. Go,
Oh, my
how the
lad.
fuck are you doing?
That house.
You stroking your cock? Oh my god, same. You stroking your cock? Yeah, same here.
That's probably gay, yeah.
That's crazy.
Got his hand right on his budgie's claw.
You got WhatsApp, yeah?
WhatsApp me, baby. I do you like this
You got
count?
Kick Messenger.
Get me on Telegram. Right,
I can't do accents at all. I'm terrible.
I'm alright at them. Some
You look like a character act.
Yeah.
With that
some of them I reckon you
Looks
need.
like PC Principal of South Park.
I reckon you need like sayings to go into certain accents though.
Yeah.
So what was the one that Jimmy Carr said is to get into Newcastle you gotta say pooper scooper. Pooper scooper.
Pooba, scooba.
Kawasaki.
Go on, sorry, do your Geordie accents again.
Uba, scooba. I can't do accents. I don't know what you fucking want from me. Like,
You sound like Bruno and he goes, I want to be uber famous.
my wife.
That's Borat.
Damn it. Yexy mash. Eggs and mash.
Right, give me some accents, quick fire accent, but don't do Geordie.
I can't do any.
Chinese. South African, white South African. Can you do white South
She's
African?
African.
So basically, right, I didn't even know that she was in the bathroom.
That's good.
I just started pulling the trigger through the door. Next thing you know, I'm single.
You got that?
I haven't seen Blood Diamond, no spoilers.
Ghanaian,
spoilers.
It's time for everyone has their price. Find out if you're nasty or nice.
In light of what you've just been telling us there, Kyle, because we like to do a last section.
Yeah.
We've got no questions prepared. I've just Googled wildest news headlines from America. In the spirit of you just coming back from the States,
I like that.
we want to bring you back there. We're going to get some
Yes.
American spirit up in here.
And I want to show you something else that you can do on Google, which is quite funny. Have you tried to do the thing where you type in Florida man and then your
Date of
birthday?
birth, and there's
Have
always
you done
something
it?
weird happened.
Man, was something crazy like.
Oh, date of birth. I know about Florida Man. Yeah, that's like it's
so you
always
type in
some
Florida
crazy
man and then
people,
your
yeah.
date of birth, and then it's like whatever the news article is. It's like your spirit animal or your spirit news.
Oh my lord, I'll try that now. Let me have a look.
So just type in Florida man and then do
The year or
type
the
in-
actual day?
No, the best one that you ever did, right, is the Urban Dictionary one, right? So type in dirty before your name,
And your name.
right? So
There's
watch.
always a weird sex.
So I'll type it in now, ready? So I'll type in the dirty,
I feel like a dirty Bobby is something.
dirty Kyle, right?
Put in
Ready?
dirty legacy.
Yeah, with there. So first, dirty Kyle, after blowing a load into a condom, take off the condom and slap a girl in the face with it.
That's a dirty Kyle.
Yeah, having terrible sex, I pulled a dirty Kyle on the girl.
Wait, you come in it and then you slap it.
Dirty legacy.
That's
Did you
so
see what
funny.
Drake
That's an
done?
assist.
Hey, did you see what Drake done not long ago? He slept with some, she was either like a porn star or like an Instagram influencer. You know the way they're always like hooking up with celebrities and that?
Yeah.
He took her to a hotel, wore a condom and that. And then after he had come in the condom, she went to the toilet and he's put the Johnny in the bin, but he put hot sauce in the condom in case she tried to pour the cum back in
That's a
herself.
pro move, yeah.
Because they always, apparently, like women who sleep with celebrities and that, it's like a thing.
It happens to athletes all the time,
Where,
yeah.
like, so they'll shag a babe with a condom on, but then the babe, when they go for a piss, she'll get the condom, open a fishnet
I
up,
mean, you'd be
and
stupid
then
not to
pour
try
the
it though,
cum in.
wouldn't you?
Yeah,
And then,
exactly.
but Drake's put like Tabasco or something in it. And then he's went to the toilet, she's poured it in, and then
trying to get impregnated.
She was threatening to like sue him and that, and he was like, no.
You can just hear it
Isn't
screaming,
that,
you know what I mean?
Isn't that technically rape though? Not rape, but like if you're having consensual fucking shagging a bird and you blaze into a Johnny and then she takes that Johnny,
But you can't. She will just deny it. She won't say that. She'll just be like, "Oh, it's split." Or whatever, or something like
but
that.
she's
You
just
know what I mean?
admitted if it's Tabasco sauce.
Yeah, but because it'd make world news if Drake was putting Tabasco up minges.
Yeah.
And did he admit to it?
At least he's
Yeah,
could
he was
use
like,
Frank.
It's a fucking promo. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what are you on about? This girl's trying
That's
to fucking rob
fucking
me
cool
and
as
shit
fuck,
like that.
that,
ain't
yeah.
it? A home wrecker.
Dirty Bobby.
Go on.
This is disgusting.
There was no dirty legacy.
No, legacy wasn't a thing on there.
We'll have to create one then, boys.
Yes.
This is quite convoluted, but a dirty Bobby, when a female, usually heavy set, is receiving sex from,
Fat bitch.
yeah, is receiving sex from a dirty juggalo kid who never bathes while on her period. The dick is pulled out and the male is sucked off to form a lovely mixture of semen and blood, also called a dirty Lisa. And then they have examples. Damn, that fat bitch is prime for a dirty Bobby. Damn, you dirty
Yo.
Bobby.
Do it. What's
I'd
it?
like to have a dirty Bobby cocktail.
What's it, dirty, Danny?
Dirty Danny.
Is
Put,
this,
it,
is
put
this
in like, if you want to get a more accurate representation, put in like dirty, like reincarnation of Jesus.
Dirty Danny.
Judas?
Taking one shit-stained underpants and placing them upon another one's head while he is or she is asleep. Boopy.
A dirty Danny.
I mean, that's a
bit
classic.
shit.
That's a classic.
And that's why actually, yeah.
Classic Dan.
Dirty-
So, that's why they
Yeah.
pulled it after you.
What would the dirty legacy be? then, I
Dirty
guess?
Gary. Dirty Gary. The act of getting head from a girl while she is in doggy style position, and then you reach around and stick your fingers up her butthole.
That's fairly standard.
That's a cool one,
I
that.
know.
I do that all the time.
I reckon a dirty legacy should be.
I'm a big fan of dirty
you,
Gary.
you come in it and then you murder a whole family, and you make her take your name. She's your legacy now.
Sorry, there's multiple entries for some of the names, and I've
Okay.
just been scrolling down. And
Should we see what a dirty Matty is?
let me look.
Yeah,
Let me
rest
just
in
read
peace,
this other Dirty Gary. So, Dirty Gary. The act of masturbating to porn and ejaculating into a piece of toilet paper. Later, putting that piece of toilet paper in the toilet and forgetting to flush the toilet. Later, your mother gets home and believes it's mucus and makes you stay home sick. There's a lad I went to college with, right? And he was a bit strange, right? He used to get home from college and he only wanked with his eyes closed. We put headphones on and listened to porn. He'd listen to it, he wouldn't watch it, and he'd wank with his eyes closed, right?
Pin of a picture.
And he got home from college one day, right? And he said, I was just lying on my bed with my headphones on, just fucking pulling the head off it like that. He said, and then I was about to, like, jizz, I looked up and my dinner was at the end of my bed. So his ma had walked in, he's like,
Oh,
gone.
my lord.
Yeah, lad.
I
Crazy,
mean,
that
if
is.
she was a good mother, she'd have helped him finish the job while he SST.
Spat on it. Threw some Tabasco on it. Yeah. A dirty Matty. This is so fucking apparent as well.
When
When-
a 5'4"
Yeah.
man.
With a bit with a
when
uni
you're
degree.
when you're banging a chick while wearing a black turtleneck.
He's always got a black turtleneck on his
I
head.
thought that was called a magician.
Another dirty Matty, when you can't make a girl orgasm.
It's because of the turtleneck. Hey, do. What's he looking at?
Oh.
He's got Snapchat up. He's taking a selfie.
No,
He's
it's
just looking
another
at the muzzy.
dirty Matty.
Oh.
The act of shoving a cactus up your ass while you cut off blood circulation to your penis. What?
What the fuck?
Why is that a big thing, cutting off the circulation to your dick, by the way? Don't do
What's
all
that?
your
Just
cock
holding it
ring.
tight or
It's
something?
No, cock rings are apparently. Sorry.
Have a got one.
No, cock rings are apparently like I remember right back when I was when I was in college or uni, whatever it was. I'm just very educated. I can't remember. I bought one from the fucking dispenser in the Asda toilet because I thought it was meant to you put it round your dick and it makes your dick bigger. It turns out it just cuts the circulation off, so like it makes your dick a bit number so that you can last a bit longer. So
Oh,
it's
fuck
like,
off. How was that in?
So you put it on when it's soft and then it gets hard and it gets tight or something.
No,
I
like
guess.
so like when it's hard, you sort of like roll it down to the base of it. And then
And it just numbs your-
it
shit,
squeezes it a little bit so that the blood cuts off.
So you can
It doesn't
slash
make it
longer.
bigger, but the veins become more prominent. Maybe pleasurable for the female, I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember one of the first podcasts we ever recorded, and Bobby was going camping, and he just went, "Yeah, Gary, smell that," and I'm like that, and it was his cock ring.
Remember that? Remember that?
You know what it was? Don't know what it was. It was
Like a
used,
wine?
Yeah.
Imagine
What
it,
is that?
you know,
Cheddar?
sorry,
Is that cheddar?
I've been camping. I've never been like, right, torch, tent,
Cock ring.
food, change of clothes, cock ring.
Oh,
Never.
did you do the Florida man, by the way? Type in Florida man
Oh,
and your
I'll do this,
baby.
yeah.
Type in Florida
Well,
man and your
I've
baby.
I've had a cock ring before. You know those ones like the
the
So what you type in?
like the plastic ones where it like you put it on, it vibrates. You know, it's got
Oh,
that
yeah,
vibrating.
yeah, yeah.
I've done that before.
Massive
Like
fan of them.
What you type in? Florida man,
Florida man.
and then your date of birth.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, not necessarily the
Police
year.
file charges after Florida man confesses to a 1991 Dearborn murder. What the fuck does
Okay.
Dearborn mean?
So I think it's just like Samana Bean. Florida man, 24th of August.
So I've got two. Florida man accused of murdering wife after telling police she is swimming with the fishes. And then another one. When is it? Florida man high on flacker has sex with tree and calls himself Thor.
I know, like,
No mugshots on them and that?
are they true though?
Hmm.
Right there.
Florida man hit dad in face with pizza after after learning he helped deliver him.
Florida man tried to board a plane to Orlando with a fake grenade.
Florida man busted for cocaine, meth, and heroin bags wrapped around his penis.
Some penis, though.
Yeah,
Innit?
this man, Florida man threatens co-worker with box cutter in argument about Christian music. Tequila.
I'll cut your name in the love of the Lord.
It's fucking true as well, look.
Florida man climbs on top of playground equipment at Clearwater Park, tells kids where babies come from. Look at the state of him as well.
For all of you at home, all you need to do is type in Florida man, your date of birth, and that is your like
That's your Friday night right there.
Yeah, right there, baby.
Baby.
It's like your spiritual shaman.
It's like looking at your horoscope if you're not gay.
Yeah, yeah.
Florida man shot... No, sorry. Ooh, this is a bit of a turn.
Oh,
Florida mother
oh,
shot burglar who entered their home because dinosaurs were chasing him.
What the
what?
fuck?
He was getting chased by dinosaurs, broke into her house to get away from them. She shot him.
Okay,
Shit.
okay.
Another drugged out Florida man gets naked and bites off a chunk of human flesh. What the fuck?
Another.
What the fuck, yeah.
So there's
Because don't
been
they do all those weird bath salts and stuff, don't they?
Yeah,
Shit
yeah,
like
So
that,
so what is then battle? I know. How did someone even know one day that you could get fucking twatted
Well,
on
it's
them?
like the same with paint, innit? Like if you're fucking
solvent
huffing off
type
paint,
thing,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? It's like,
Oh, so is that just a solvent then, like bath salts and that?
yeah, I guess so, innit?
And what does it turn people into zombies, or is that just bullshit?
I mean, it just makes them go crazy. You just lose your mind, innit? Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you get bath salts?
Yeah.
Let's have a go.
Bath salts on the pot.
Biting off some human flesh.
We're all coming on to bath salts. Welcome to the WhatsApp. just jumping into fucking cameras and that. Don't know where that came from.
And on that note,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna call it an episode.
Come back next week to see if his balls have dropped.
Sorry,
Never
one more. We got one more.
Florida man accused of burning son to teach him lesson about fire.
This is fire. Right, we're gonna call it an episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Kyle, thank
Nice
you
one.
so much for coming down. It's
Thanks
been
for
a pleasure.
having
We'll
me.
have you
The
back
statue
on
of
very, very
Riffley is
soon.
back.
Everyone has been watching Adolf Riffler.
Estonia, I'll come back after Estonia. That'll be fucking, yeah, supermodel capital of the world.
Richards.
Orange County CBD,
T-Trades.
Manscaped.
You know the dance. Fucking sign up to the Patreon and subscribe to the YouTube,
Yeah, I mean,
please.
subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Patreon. Check out Candy Crave on Instagram. It's
These are
Candy
some
Crave
good munchies,
Liverpool.
these, yeah.
Check them out for some of your sweet boxes. You've got them all. Hey, we're gonna keep this.
We're just gonna keep
We're just
it on
gonna.
until we
We're
get
just
it.
gonna. Hold on.
Look at those visuals.
He's one then, you fucking rat.
I took them all.
This has been the Podcast. What?